Hi everyone, this is Rhonda from Oombawka Design. Today I'm going to show you how to make the 3 to 6 month age hat. It's a double crochet hat and it fits up to a 17-inch head circumference. To make this project, you will need medium weight yarn and a 5.5mm eye hook. The way I prefer to start my hats is using a double magic ring, so I'm going to demonstrate that for you. If you prefer, you can use a chain 3 to start and then work into the third chain from your hook. Be sure to leave a bit of extra yarn as a yarn tail if you're using that method, so that you have it to weave the hole closed at the top of the hat when you're finished. To begin, we're going to use a double magic ring, and then you will chain 2 and work 10 double crochet stitches into that ring. At the end of round 1, you will have 10 double crochet stitches. Now to close the ring, pull on the yarn tail to see which end of the strand of yarn is moving. Pull the opposite end to the side that's moving in towards the circle. That will close the first ring. Now pull the yarn tail and it'll close the second ring. You're going to slip stitch to the first double crochet of the round to join. We're not counting the initial chain 2 as a stitch, so work right over top of that and slip stitch into the first double crochet. For round 2, chain 2 to start and work 2 double crochet stitches in each stitch around. At the end of round 2, you will have 20 double crochet stitches. Slip stitch to that first double crochet to join, skipping right over that chain 2 again. For round 3, we're going to begin with our chain 2 and then work 2 double crochets in that first stitch. Work 1 double crochet in the next stitch. Now work 2 double crochets in the next stitch. And 1 double crochet in the next stitch. We're going to repeat this all the way around the hat. So work 2 double crochets in the first stitch and 1 double crochet in the next stitch. At the end of round 3, slip stitch to the first double crochet to join. You will have 30 double crochet stitches. For round 4, chain 2 to start and work 2 double crochets in the first stitch, 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. Work 2 double crochets in the next stitch and 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. Repeat this 10 times around the hat, working 2 double crochets in the next stitch and 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. At the end of round 4, slip stitch to the first double crochet of the round to join. You will have 40 double crochet stitches at the end of round 4. For round 5, chain 2 to start and work 2 double crochets in the first stitch, and work 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. We're going to repeat this 4 more times. So work 2 double crochets in the first stitch and 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. Repeat that 3 more times. Work 2 double crochets in the next stitch and 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. Repeat that 2 more times. 2 double crochets in the next stitch and 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. And the last time. Work 2 double crochets in the next stitch and 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. So you've repeated that 5 times in total. You will notice there are still some stitches remaining in this round. For the rest of the stitches for round 5, work 1 double crochet in each of them. At the end of round 5, slip stitch to the first double crochet to join. You'll have 45 double crochet stitches. For round 6, chain 2 and work 1 double crochet in each stitch around. Slip stitch to the first double crochet of the round to join. At the end of round 6, you have 45 double crochet stitches. For rounds 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, so the next 5 rounds, work 1 double crochet in each stitch around. At the end of round 11, you have 45 double crochet stitches. For round 12, this is a decorative round. You do not have to use this round. It's not going to add any additional height to your hat. It's just something that I like to do to edge my hats, and because when people take them on and off their heads a lot, they tend to stretch. So I work 1 slip stitch in each stitch around. I do it at the same gauge as the rest of the hat. So if you have trouble making relaxed slip stitches, I would recommend going up a hook size or 2. So work 1 slip stitch in every stitch around, and then at the end of that round you will have 45 slip stitches, and you'll finish off your yarn. Now when you finish off, leave about a 6 to 8 inch tail of yarn so that we can do the invisible join at the bottom edge of the hat to make it look neat and tidy. To make your invisible join, thread your yarn onto your yarn needle, and then insert that yarn under the front and back loop of the stitch 2 to the left of the last stitch that you worked. If you're left-handed, that will be 2 stitches to the right of the last stitch that you worked. Now pull the yarn through and then thread that needle in between the front and the back loop of the last stitch that you worked in the hat, and then pull that through into the inside of the hat. Now pinch that last stitch where you pulled the needle through just to hold it in place, and then weave the yarn end in on the inside of the hat. The reason we pinch it is so that it doesn't pucker on that last stitch and create a bit of a misshapen section. If you pinch it there and then weave your end in, it'll keep the stitch the same size as all the others, and it will be less noticeable that that's your closing spot. I like to go back and forth in a couple different directions so it's harder for it to come unwound. And then you can cut that yarn end. Now to close the top of the hat, we're going to make sure we flip the hat inside out so that you're on the inside of the hat. Now thread that yarn end that you have there left over. And if you did the double magic ring like I showed you at the beginning of the tutorial, then you can just weave it in opposite directions throughout the top of the hat, just so you have a little yarn left over up there, and in case you need it in the future. If you used the chain 3 to start method, then you're going to need to reinforce that first round of stitches. And what you can do is weave your yarn needle through the first round of stitches, and then you're going to cinch it closed, like pull it tightly so that it closes up that little hole, and then weave your yarn end in opposite directions to make it very secure. For this method, I recommend weaving in quite a bit of yarn just in case it starts to come unwound as someone's wearing the hat. So weave in extra yarn so that you can just tighten it back up again if you need to. Thank you for watching this video tutorial to learn how to make the 3 to 6 month sized hat. Please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more free crochet patterns and tutorials. And if you found the video helpful, please thumbs up the video so that other people know to watch it too. Thanks so much and have a great day.